Hey parents, let's talk about drama, specifically the drama that comes along with adolescence. And when I say adolescence, I'm talking about as young as 11 years old. You might be wondering why all of a sudden your sweet, easygoing tween that you could joke with suddenly is crying at the drop of a hat and angry with you because the shirt that they wanted to wear for school tomorrow that you didn't know they wanted to wear for school tomorrow is still in the laundry rather than hanging in their closet. They might be coming home from school upset with their friends. For folks who've been socialized female, you may notice a lot more tears and a lot more kind of sadness and shriekiness. For folks who've been socialized male, you might notice more kind of silence and bottled up anger. Regardless, the feelings are the same. Their brains are going through a complete renovation. It is a tear down and flip. Everything about their brains is changing. Their bodies are growing super fast. There's hormones coursing through that they didn't have before. So all of that means it's really, really hard for them to balance their body budgets. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say body budgets, go on back and watch the first video in the series. If you do know what I'm talking about, pay particular attention to sleep. Adolescents need even more sleep than tweens need. They need minimum 8 hours, but their maximum could be anywhere up to 11 hours of sleep. And their rhythm shifts, typically they want it later at night and sleep in later in the morning. So if you've noticed them starting to sleep in more, just let that happen because they need that sleep so that they can manage that emotional intensity. Social media, keep them off it for as long as you possibly can because the lack of impulse control, that is a hallmark of being an adolescent, combined with the emotional intensity, that is another hallmark of being an adolescent, means they could write something or post something that they will regret. And once it's up there, it's up there. And they don't have the emotional maturity yet to deal with the fallout of that. Likewise, in order to protect their sleep and to protect their friendships, don't let them be on those phones texting at night in their bedrooms. That leads to a whole host of other problems, including impacting their sleep. So the body budget stuff aside, you have this adolescent, potentially as young as 11, who suddenly seems to be caught up in a lot more drama. It's directly related to that emotional intensity that I mentioned. Emotional intensity is really important for the adolescent brain because it's what makes them so enthusiastic and optimistic and feeling like they can change the world and they're the only ones who can change the world. And that energy and that joy that adolescents bring with them is really incredible, and it encourages them to be creative and to go out and explore the world and to make new friendships and to start to differentiate themselves from the family grouping that they grew up in, so that they can figure out who they want to be as a person, who they maybe want to spend their life with. They're figuring all of that out and they need that emotional intensity to do it. It also means that those highs come with lows. It's very much a roller coaster through adolescence. Your job as a parent is to watch from a loving distance and not get on the emotional roller coaster with them. So when they come home and they're upset about something, empathize, let them vent, co-regulate with them the same way you would with a toddler, whether that is giving them a hug or giving them a snack or just listening. And then you ask them those same questions. Do you just need to vent? Do you want advice? Do you want me to problem solve this with you? Or do you need me to step in on your behalf, right? That's going to give you a really good gauge of where they're at. If they say, no, God, I don't want you to talk to my teacher for me, then you know that this is something they either need to just vent or they need to problem solve the steps that they are going to take so that they can fix the problem on their own. But really, the most important things are those body budgets and not getting on the roller coaster with them. They may need to dump their emotional baggage onto you. That is a valid problem-solving method when you're 14. So you can handle it. Your brain, your body, you're fully developed. You know how to process emotions. If they want to offload the things they're worried about onto you, that's okay. That's a valid problem-solving strategy for them, for the age and stage that they're at. There's only so much I can give you in 4.5 minutes. So if you are looking for ways to learn to kind of ride out the drama with your adolescent, or if you're looking for ways to actually do that problem solving step, or for ways to help them with their emotional regulation as they grow, book a Connect with Kate call. I'd love to talk with you.